everyone, it's Anja here and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today I am in New York. So we are in Chelsey Market and we are going to go for a walk with a local guide. So she is going to take us on a walk around Chelsey Market and then onto the High Line. And this is the site of the Nabisco factory where they used to make biscuits, and Gillian is going to tell us all about it. So we are going to taste food as well as go for the walk. So first of all, we tried some halva. It was something I had never tasted before, but it was really nice. So I was pleased I tried that, because of course it's always good to try new things. And then we went and tasted some pizza. So here we were sitting down and we were waiting for our pizza to be served. But look at these delicious pizzas in front of us. I mean, they were so tasty looking. Look there, the lady is cutting up our pieces there. So yeah, we went round this Chelsey Market and we were tasting everywhere. So here the guy over there is making the pizzas, and then the ovens on the side there. Oh my goodness, it was so nice to see all this, and it was so interesting as well. And the pizza was so delicious as well. There we go, and now that's the mozzarella going on there. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. So the Nabisco factory is also the factory that invented the Oreo biscuit, and they did this in 1912. And then this is sort of an iconic figure. You might remember this as an advert, and they came out with that as well. So that's what they're known for as well. So then we went on to another little shop inside the Chelsey Market, and they were making donuts here. I mean, this was just too cute. So they had a little machine here which makes the donuts. So this was the first sort of batch of the day. That's why he's holding them with his sticks, so they wouldn't be going through it too quickly. But yeah, so the machine would flip them over just in time when they've reached the, the required golden color. So here we are. So let's see. So now there's this sort of, the street is full, and look, can you see the thing went up? So in a moment he's going to allow those donuts, look, to be flipped over. Look. And because of course they've done that, there we go. So now they can fry on the other side. And then there he stops them for the second time there, because of course that's going to flip over in a moment as well. And then they're finished making. But yeah, look at that. Oh. Yeah, I just kept watching this. So this is a little donut shop inside the Chelsey Market, and you can choose the flavor of your donut. So they have all the, if you can see behind there, they have all the flavored sugars. So once they've been done, these donuts, they are going to dip them in the sugar as you require. They had a whole menu of them. You could choose all kinds of things like lemon, caramel. I chose hibiscus. It was really nice, or chocolate, or whatever you wanted on them. They were able to provide. It was like a restaurant, with all the flavors and stuff. But yeah, so again, we were tasting here, and yeah, we had a really nice walk, sort of not only finding out about the Nabisco factory, about Chelsey Market, but also of course tasting the lots of food places that there are now in there. So yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize. We're watching this again. I just wanted, I couldn't get enough of watching this little machine making these little donuts. I want one in my house. Look at that. So there were sprinkles, of course, as well, to put on if you wanted those. But yeah, they were actually really delicious donuts. They were light and fluffy. So yeah, I suppose it's not the kind of thing that you should be eating every day. But as a little treat, I think it would be great. See, he's putting them in the sugar and then in little brown bags to serve to the customers. So these were my donuts flavored with hibiscus. So here we are at the next place. So this is where we are going to have some tacos in a Japanese Mexican inspired place, and some of it was really spicy. Mine luckily wasn't too spicy, but yeah, so that's what they were known for, but it was delicious, I have to say. The meat was really soft, the little flavors on top were lovely, and yeah, it was very hard to eat and film, so but yeah, so we went there right after Christmas. The Christmas decorations were still up, and this was all before 11:30. We'd had all that food. Oh my goodness, we were stuffed, I tell you. So then it was time for cake, of course. So this is another little place in the Chelsey Market, and we were able to taste 3 or 4 of their cakes. And then on the opposite side there was a tea shop as well. They had loads and loads of loose tea, all kinds of flavors, so really, really interesting. So then the guy took us outside because it was time to go and walk on the High Line. So the High Line actually is a disused railway where the trains used to bring the supplies to the Nabisco factory. So it's now a public park, and it's about 1.6 miles long, and it's very popular to walk on. It crosses streets and neighborhoods, and it is really, really nice to walk on it. So you can see remnants of the railway line, of what they used to be, because they used to, they kept as many things as possible, which is really nice, of course. So in some places there's the old railway line still running there, and the reason why they put it up, the railway line, is because, of course, transporting goods into New York City by little vans and little trams and etc. was much too dangerous, and so they brought in a railway line, which they then put up, which of course is now the High Line. It's lifted up. So it was really nice to walk here, and as you can see, it was raining. Nevertheless, I think it would be a lovely place in the summer as well. And yeah, look at those reflections. Yeah, I really enjoyed walking there, and yeah, it was really surreal almost, because you were at the level of, you were higher than the ground. So yeah, so here you can see where there used to be other railways as well. So not an other railway, but the same railway, but it went from the red brick building into the yellow brick building as well. So that was another side track for the train to go into. And yeah, so after it would deliver to the red brick building, it could also deliver to another building. So that was good as well. So as you can see here in the yellow wall, there's a bit that looks different, and that used to be an opening for the train. And so here we walk along the High Line, and we are going from street to street. Really, we're crossing quite a few streets, and there's quite a lot of things to see. The High Line is situated on the west side of Manhattan, and it's quite a new thing actually. So the railway got, wasn't used anymore. It was derelict. It was just left, and so then something had to be done to it, because obviously it couldn't be left like this, and this was a really nice idea. And as you can see here on my side, in between all the plants, you can see that the railway is still there, something that might not have been spotted during the summer. I think when it's all green and lush up here, I think it would be a really, really nice place to come for a walk. So as you can see here, there's stairs, so they then go down to the side, down to the floor, and that's where people can come up to their High Line as well. So here is a piece left of the original railway, and yeah, interesting to see things like that. But yes, it was raining. Look at the clouds. and there you can see to the side of Manhattan, and then on the other side you can see the other side. So of course, because of the grid system, you can see all along the other side. But of course here we had the piece of art, the piece of derelict railway, and there is the railway again as well. I think it's really nice the way those trees are growing in between the railway. Yeah, you know, look what happens. I don't know in how far this has been managed plant-wise, but look what happens when you leave things alone. They just get overgrown, doesn't it? Nature takes over. That's almost, you know, what this looks like. So yeah, I really enjoyed walking here. We were in fact walking in a northerly direction, so from Chelsey Market up to the Hudson Yards, and that's quite a nice area, newly developed as well, with some shopping areas and a new thing, the vessel. So we'll see that in a moment. But yeah, here again it's really nice to just peer over the side and see what we can see down below. And of course, yeah, there's that railway that used to bring in all the supplies for the factory of the biscuits. So here we go. Let's continue our walk. And in fact, in this part here, we were actually walking on the railway. So some parts had the railway on the side, other parts like here had the railway into the path that we were actually walking on. So yeah, imagine living there. I mean, yeah, it has brought the value of the houses quite, you know, up quite a bit in this area here. And yeah, it's become a very, very, you know, sort of sought after area. So I'm sorry here, I am just filming my feet on that railway, because I don't know whether you've spotted it, but next to me is orange sort of barrier fencing, and they were doing some building works on the side there. It was not a pretty sight. It really, really wasn't. So I thought, why not just film the railway and see how wide it is? See, I couldn't even fit it into my viewfinder. But yeah, imagine all the, look at this view here. That's lovely, isn't it? Looking down all the streets there. But yeah, imagine all the you know, all the goods that have been transported on this railway, and there we are looking into the northerly direction towards the Hudson Yards. The skyscrapers got more and more interesting as we approached the end of our walk, I have to say. But there we go. So yeah, there's the railway which we are following, and of course also our guide, because she was giving us lots of information about the whole walk there. In fact, I booked this through Airbnb experiences. So while we went to New York, of course I booked our stay at an Airbnb, and this experience I booked through Airbnb as well. I noticed it had a sort of a section on the side saying experiences, so I thought I would have a look, and there was loads and loads of things that you could do. Look at this clock here, organization it spells, and apparently that also is something left over from when the railway was in use. So yeah, it was a really good experience. So the lady that took us for this walk was a local, and this is what she does sort of as an extra little job, taking people onto the various walks that they do. So this particular walk was eating your way through the Chelsey Market and then going for a walk onto the High Line. I suppose they mean to work off the calories. Oh dear. So yeah, it was a really good thing. It all worked out, and yeah, a pity about the weather, but then there you go. We did go to New York in December. What can you expect, eh? we made the best of it, I have to say. So yes, we really enjoyed the walk, and yeah, if you are going to New York, do you know, check out Airbnb, because the flat we had was lovely. It was a loft, and it was really, really big. It was really well located, and yeah, this experience worked out really well. I only booked one thing through that, because obviously you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, but yeah, I'm more than happy to recommend it. It all worked. It all was, you know, everybody was on time and everything, and it worked out, so I'm more than happy to recommend it. So yes, we keep on walking here, and yeah, the rain was not improving, but we were lucky to be on this walk and not somewhere else. But we really enjoyed looking at all the things that were there. Look at this building. I mean, that is a gorgeous building. And look at the garden. It had the love sign in all different languages. So we had Amor before, we had love there. And then obviously there's something in Chinese, I think. Oh, but I love the design of this building. That looks very interesting. But yeah, imagine having a flat right there. I could be looking into your flat then. Oh dear. So we just keep walking and keep enjoying the views that we see all around us, and this brings us to sort of, yeah, like I said, in a northerly direction towards Central Park, but of course we're on the left side of Manhattan, and yeah, so the buildings are getting taller and taller, and of course these were the ones that we were looking at just now in the clouds as well. So yeah, we keep looking up and seeing all these lovely buildings. There's some art on along the line as well now, but yeah, it's a really surreal thing almost. You know, you're walking along a disused railway line, which is overgrown and which still looks pretty, to be honest. Like I said, it would be lovely to come back here in the summer to see all the plants growing and seeing what you know, what sort of nature does when it looks at its best in the summer. So here we are, we're off the High Line, I think, just about here. This is the end of it, and sort of it ends near Hudson Yards. So these are the buildings that are there. There's lots of construction going on still here, still developing, but there was a huge shopping area which we went into to just warm up. But yeah, the buildings here were amazing. This building here, which looks like a duvet, actually had a moving wall, so it could be made bigger and smaller. So this took us to the end of our walk. I really enjoyed it. I'm always looking up to see the skyscrapers. This was that vessel that I was talking about. It's called The Vessel, and it's just stairs that go and that are interconnected and that sort of go up and down but don't go anywhere. We did not go up it because the weather was just too cold now, and we were getting wet as well. So thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! If you've enjoyed this video, please do consider sharing it with others. Thank you so very much for watching, and I also hope to see you on our Facebook group. Join me there!